It was always too easy in Victoria 2 to just trash the idea of historical American Civil War. I think the changes they've made to radical pops and population pressure is now going to increase again the chance of it happening in this. Because it doesn't fire as often as it probably should reliably in this. I don't blame them for any of this stuff, by the way. It's like, this is the thing, you know. When you do a thing like this, it's about balance, and little changes they're making is going to have huge impacts. So, fair enough. Good evening, Minpin Kitty. Hope you're well. Right. Austria. Diplomacy. Release subject. Venice. Players Venice. So, things we learned last time. What did we learn last time? Do that. Our interest rates are going to recalculate in a week or so, aren't they? Go bankrupt hard and early. Yeah, that was the big lesson we learned. I think we learned that we want to go relatively intensive agriculture, but we also do want to get through... We want to get that through as quickly as possible, because we need iron. Right, buildings. So we started with reasonable buildings. We don't really have a lot of wood supply. I wonder if we should just accept that we're going to just have to import a lot of wood. Mind you, it is useful for us to generate some. The American Civil War is always like the greatest exceptions being inevitable, but historically it's a result of a half century of absolute. Yeah, it is basically about a lot of people making bad decisions for a long time, which is quite hard to replicate in a game. I think it's the downside of 3 production hubs are too much in the beginning. Yeah, we were like, let's go with 2, weren't we? Because it was just massively overtaxing us. And we also want tools. Let's get some tools down. And it probably is worth us building out the wood. What are our wood import options? Oh, we need to wait for our markets to tick up. I think maybe what I'd like to see is for the American Civil War is, because it does require the AI to slightly fuck up for it to happen, like it's happened in real life, is maybe what we should actually get is there should be an option on game start. A bit like, you know how in Hoi 4 you get where you can go make the AI make historical decisions? I wonder whether there should just be a similar one that says, essentially, make the AI have a high risk of the American Civil War or not. And that way you can kind of go make a decision as a player whether you want that to be very likely to happen, or whether you're happy to just let the game play as the game wants to play. Right, we are going to have to push Colonial very early. So maybe we do rush quinine. That's assuming we can get that through. But we'll see. We will see. It's kind of like how the achievements don't tend to require Iron Man because so few of them can be aimed as peripheral and was still as the apex of this run. Yeah, maybe. Right. So, resources. So we're going to have... I mean, maybe it's... Do we... I think we do need wood. Giggity. And we do want the farms because they give us grain and wine. So... 5 of them. Just get them up to 15 just straight away. 10. Let's see. Oh, we want some taxes. In the short term, let's import some stuff because we can always cancel it afterwards. Oh yeah, we need our fucking markets to decide themselves first. How long on our... I do kind of feel like when you release as a nation, this one should just spawn. It should just be there. Like, your home market shouldn't take time to generate up when you're a releasable nation. I know it's a kind of minor thing, but... Right. I don't think it's a bug so much as just it's a thing that they hadn't thought about. It's the kind of thing that gets reported a bunch of time by players and then they go, all right, yeah, no, that makes sense. Right, we do want to be getting stuff off of the Austrians and the Sicilians where we can, because Austrians, because it gives us no and papal and Sicilian. Is good. In terms of other routes, because some of these routes we can get rid of when we need to. Oh, we should flip down to basic clothing for now. We need to have a look at our factories, because they're going to be set on higher things than we want. Hand-sewn clothes is fine. I mean, we could leave them on craftsman clothing, actually, because we do have access to the goods. How much silk are we generating in our market? Yeah, we're generating enough to fund that. Yeah, Two Sicilies is really good for start. Two Sicilies is the one I'm going to use for my tutorial. So I'm going to start doing some little tutorial videos now. We're getting a bit more comfortable with this. And I'm definitely going to use Two Sicilies for it. Let's just go with regular glass production for now, because we don't have access to dyes, so there's no point doing that. Tooling workshops will be crude tools. Been doing unlit streets. I feel like we should go free churches. We're on filing cabinets. We're going to try that. Taxes. We are going to raise taxes slightly. This impacts training time. How much do the military like us or not like us at the moment? We don't even have a military group yet. They are happy when they exist. Training time is what's affected. We're going to drop that by 1. Taxes. Give me taxes on booze for now. And on luxury clothes, as we're outputting them, and on wine, as we're outputting it. Then give me road maintenance. And do we want to encourage... I don't think we need either of those at the moment. I don't think greener grass does much until you've got things that are going to actually encourage people to come in. Unless culturally our population aligns culturally with our neighbours. Which it might do actually because we are North Italian. Yeah, we could try it. Let's try it in the short term. We also want to improve relations. Probably improve relations. I mean, it's not free, but at the same time, we're not using all of our authority at the moment, so that's fine. I suspect we're going to want to encourage resource industry. Right, other things we need to import. We definitely need booze. We can get it off the Austrians. We can get it off the Sicilians. We can get it off the British. Furniture we can get off the Austrians, and we can get it off the papal market. I know we're running close on bureaucracy, so we might need to push actually for early trade route access, so to increase our bureaucracy. I'm not worried about the weapon shortages. How's our legitimacy looking? Can we improve that legitimacy? That'd be 34. So I'd rather not have the landowners in. Oh, but if we put the landowners in, we get a massive legitimacy boost. Can we get the petty bourgeoisie in as well? Let's just go with that for now. Oh, sorry, chap. Napoleon is back home. He is very snugly and is snoozing on the bed at the moment. Little foster kitty is in her room. Independence refused. Oh, Wallachia tried to go independent. Right. Yeah, bureaucracy would be a good thing for us to boost, I think. That trade route is unproductive, so that gives us a bit of bureaucracy back. In which case, if we've got a bit of bureaucracy back... Okay, we're cooking now. So for that hair, let's face it, fill off the bed. He is in such a kind of... I think the painkiller jugs are making him a bit crazy. It's quite funny. We have an air. Let's import some clippers in the short term. Let's get them off French. Got anything worth exporting? Yeah, we do. Luxury clothes. We're going to sell them. Oh, fuck me, 32. We can sell them to the Austrians. Yeah, we're not far off a trade deal with the Austrians because of the volume of trade. Can we sell them to the Austrians? I know it pushes into negative. Bosh, proposed trade deal. Perfect, because that trade deals are going to be really useful for us because they reduce the price of our markets. Yeah, I think, I know this sounds silly, I think him being away for 2 days at the vets and then coming back, I think we can afford to take the industrial estate. They're starting to fix that hover. I want to see what the existing thing on a neutral. We're going to have to take the hit on that. I think it's just made him realise that he's really happy to be home. And it's made him kind of value a bit being home. Which is lovely to see in its own way. Right, tooling workshops building, then we're on to the logging camps. So yeah, I think he's got a newfound appreciation for being home. He did apparently though have a relatively good time with the frickin' like the nurses absolutely loved him because it turns out when he's high on absolute when he's tripping on methadone, which he was. Apparently he just becomes a friend to everyone. Yeah, the soundtrack to this game is great. It is on Spotify. You can listen to the whole thing on Spotify. The remastered Victoria 2 soundtrack is also lovely if you've got it. Right. We can afford more trade routes. Are there things we should be trading in? We should we're always going to need to buy wood. And we can get it from the Austrians, so we should. We can get it from the Papal market, so we should. And we can get it from the Sicilian market, so we should. Now we're cooking. Grain, we could temporarily at least get it from the Austrians. We can get it from the Pope. Let's do that. The armed forces and the rural folk are plotting a revolution. They want to enact legal guardianship. Man, they have tweaked that, aren't they? They really dislike women having property. Really dislike women having property. Well, this could be interesting. Early revolution. See, on the one hand, I too dislike men who like women having property. On the other hand, suppressing the landowners would be quite nice. The thing is, I don't want to stop us trying to get a colonial exploitation through, because we actually have a high chance of pulling that off. There's an element of YOLO to this. How many rural folk do we actually have to deal with? Right, for a start, let's get ourselves a general. He is petty bourgeoisie. Oh, intelligentsia, and he's a mountain combat expert. Kinda want that. Assuming we can get the Austrians to help again, we'll be fine. Won't fire because of only 51 radicals in the movement. Really? We've got a revolution warning. That's got to fire. Wouldn't be giving us a revolution warning if it wasn't going to fire, surely. Oh, no, we're ticking down again. That's egalitarianism. Oh, and we got it on first tick. Nice. Give me pharmaceuticals. Right. They changed it to get the warning earlier. Makes sense, I suppose. Right. What can we get through that we want to get through? Because if there's shit we can get through before we get voting going, we get it through. 9% on no migration, we do want that. We've already got freedom of conscience. We're on per capita. 9% on free trade. Radicalizes too many people. Will radicalize the rural folk. See, that one radicalizes the rural folk and the petty bourgeoisie. We can't deal with that. I don't think we're quite ready to deal with that. We've got a bit of cap room. So maybe now is the time we push for some voting. And we could get wealth voting in. Yeah, I think maybe we go for wealth voting and we suppress the petty bourgeoisie. Or we just go straight for census suffrage. It's not actually going to radicalize anyone. The landowners dislike it, but it's not going to radicalize them. Do we want census suffrage? No, we kind of... If we're going Venetian, we kind of want wealth voting, don't we? The thing is, it's going to massively reduce our authority, which is not great. But it does unlock women's suffrage. But then so does wealth voting. I think we're going to try for wealth voting. Yeah, I could do it. Right, we want to start suppressing some people. Who are we suppressing? We are suppressing the petty bourgeoisie. Daily Mail readers, yeet yourselves into the sea, please. We don't need our furniture route. Kill that. I'm not that fussed about getting a delivery route for those. We do want iron as soon as we can get iron. Ottomans and Egypt are going at each other. Right, logging camps are going down, then the farms are going to go down. And then we're going to look at what we do. I think we do risk it and build another construction sector. Holy shit! Streamer luck. We got streamer luck there. Right, the landowners are radicalized by that. We may have a landowner problem, but that's fine. This all stands like the used car ship market. No, it's Daily Mail readers. I mean, maybe we just push for it. And we hope that if we do get a revolution, we can get the Austrians to intervene on our side. It's just having no migration controls really early would be an absolute fucking boon for us. Because the sooner we can get people starting to flood in, the better. And I'm not sure if there's anything else on that list we want in the short term apart from that. Maybe we ideally want... Can we get the government, the army into the government? Do they get less radical over time as they get used to it or stay pissed off? I've noticed that radicalism like that seems to tick down. So I think they do get kind of more used to it over time. Evening, Lemon Ducky. Right, we've got a legitimacy of 44. Oh, we've got an ongoing election anyway, haven't we? Let's see what happens in the election. And let's push the extra construction centre to the top. Because we have got gold reserves. The thing to remember is those gold reserves aren't as big as they look because our economy is quite small. The other thing we could do and should do is that. We can always raise them again if we need to, and it's going to increase our standard of living. Clothes, wood. That's not doing badly there. Who won? The right. Who's in the right? Right, let's see what that does. The landowners are the right. Can't. That's annoying because for some the armed forces are in the left, as are the intelligentsia. feel like it's a bit early to be radicalising 40% of our population. The devout want to join the right, do they? Shocker. Oh yeah, we should let them in then. Gives us a tiny legitimacy boost. We have a government of arseholes. To be fair, the industrialists we don't mind at the moment, at least. We could try for charity hospitals. It's an 18 bureaucracy cost, but we can shoulder that. And I presume it's not going to piss anyone off. Industrialists slightly. Should do a government with no opposition. Yeah, but our legitimacy would be non-existent. So we'd have everyone in government and nothing would ever get done. Got some mechanical tools. Right, the wheat farms are going down. We need to watch for trade routes we can get rid of. So that's unproductive at the moment. It's not because we don't need it, it's just because there's not enough. I'm going to keep that papal furniture route because I think it could be quite useful. We're clearly borderline on wood. Anyone want a trade deal yet? No. How close? 37. I think that's going to be a volume of trade thing. We just need to keep trying to get our volume of trade up with people. How much does free trade help? Free trade is really useful or going to be really important for us. Because what free trade does is it's going to drop our trade route costs by 50%, increase our competitiveness and increase our route volume. So we could really do with it. Is the short answer. I've got pharmaceuticals, give me some quinine. In the meantime, because the key thing we need to do is get another interest, so we need to... Where do we need to... How much of a rank increase do we need to get to the point where we can get another interest? Where's the cutoff? So we need to be a minor power. We need to be a minor power, then we can do it. No, we've got the things you need. We've got the things we need for free trade. Go for it. Right, farms are almost done, so then we're going to need to think about what we build. We could... I'll tell you what would help. Now the thing is, if we could... we're actually quite well off for glassworks. We start with 2 of them. The main issue we've got is we don't have a lot of wood. How are the Venetian textile mills doing? We should be getting sulfur and coal mines down. Sulfur we can absolutely export. Let's just get some sulfur going on. We have completed farms to factories. Loyalists or increase industrialist attraction. I think more industrialist is actually more beneficial to us in the long term. Now it might be in our interest to kill that tax. We are generating a profit. It's a lower income group good. Look at that. Look at that, chat. We just need to get them some clothes. You can definitely export wine. Sell it to the French. Unless the Sicilians want it, they don't. Dialectics. So we can't really afford to up our investments in anything at the moment, but it's just nice knowing they're there. What we could do is, so we are doing resource industry, so that's fine. How are we looking in pop terms? 191k peasants, that's alright for now. I think trade agreement with Papals, yes, perfect. Okay, that means I think we can afford to get some fucking guns going on. And we can get them from... Who do we get them from? We get them from the Austrians, we get them from the Sicilians. That'll do us for guns. For artillery, and for guns, get them from the Austrians, get them from the Sicilians, get them from the French. Two Sicilies wants a defensive pact, you absolute fucking beauties. Yes. Proposed trade agreement. Yes. Might need more government admin controls. We are going to need more government admin, but this is why I'm keen on the trade routes, because the trade routes are really compensating for that at the moment. The trade agreements. Right, clothes, we could really do with some more clothes. We can cancel that one now and see where we can actually get some actual clothes from. Can I get some clothes trade route, please? Not a lot of places. We can get from the Papals. Better than nowhere. Health taxes. With the calls for some form of healthcare system, many are questioning whether the money we're setting up the healthcare system will come from. Some are simply suggesting taking out our tax funds, while others insist the government should find another way to cover costs. So we lose money while it's being enacted, and the industrialists drop, we get a 20% success chance. I think we can afford that, so we're going to do that. Also think I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm actually going to boost our tooling workshops. We do kind of need to start importing irons. We're going to do that. We're going to increase that to 2. But we do now need an iron. Route. Who can we get iron from? We can get it from the Tuscans. Get it from the Prussians. And the Moroccans. There we go. Yeah, I mean, having trade deals with these 3 is enormous for us because they're our biggest trade partners. If we can work out more shit we can sell to France, or ideally to Britain. Basically, a trade agreement with Britain would be our ideal. So we kind of need to think about things we can sell the British. Now, the good news is we have something we can absolutely sell the British as soon as we can build it, which is coal. The British always want coal. Damn, we're so good we've got low market access in Venice. Which means we need another port, don't we? Yeah, coal I think is the mid-game resource. And we can make it. Once we secure some iron, we can get some really good munitions industries going as well. A donation to all free university. Yes. We should get fine art going. We've got paper mills. And we're going to have sulfur shortly. We want fine art buildings. Because it boosts our prestige, and we really need that prestige boost. Get us an Arts Academy. Right, election in 50 days. How's our interest groups looking? Yeah, we're gradually suppressing the petty bourgeoisie, and they are happy. The rural folk have joined the left. A left win would do us quite nicely. Boosting staff. Let's boost the left's momentum. Whisper it quietly, chat. We make it through this run without going bankrupt. In fact, I'm going to add another construction thing when we've finished. In fact, YOLO. Logistics. The left one. Damn. That is a, well, that's a majority. We'll keep the industrialists in because they're useful. Hello, RepoCat. Hello, Draco. Dracolithian. Good name. Right. How are we doing on charity hospitals? 30%. That's quinine. We need our rank increased. I think we're going to go for Central Archive. Which is the one that unlocks the next paper level? I kind of need railways, and we've got coal. How many radicals are too many? I mean, over time, radicals have a big impact on interest group approval. So you generally want them to be ticking down, not up. We are getting too many right now, but that's because we're pushing through a lot of reforms and we've got some stuff that's got support. So you do need to watch out for them. Like if you're hitting the point where they're 50% of your population, you've got issues. But yeah, I kind of go like you don't really want it over about 25. Like try and keep it under 25. The easiest way to do that is just make sure you've got good fucking lower pop stuff. Cloves are still pricey in our market. We could just go minting. We're getting modern sewerage naturally. So anything else obvious that's going to increase market access? Oh, we'll go realism, because again, we need the prestige boost. No, if you've got 3 million as Japan and you've got like 30 million pop, you're fine. Assume we finally run out of investment pool. Yep. But that's fine, we've got 1.2 million in the bank. And the other thing is we've got another building, a construction industry down. Good vintage. Prestige boost. And we got charity hospitals. Okay, now we're cooking. Is there anything we want to get through that we could get through? Or do we hold off for a bit? We can get National Guard. We've got 35% chance of multiculturalism. Problem is it's going to radicalize 30% of our population. We just can't afford that at the moment. Dedicated police force would be nice. Let's go dedicated police force. We need to sort out market access as well. Hello, Napoleon. How you doing? You come to say hello to everyone. You come to tell me it's dinner time. Is it dinner time, chat? Well, it's close to dinner time. Yeah, I think the thing with the... And that's something to remember, Dracolith, is police force is good. Police force deals to a certain extent with your radicals. So you see that where you've got like kind of like it does deals with things like standard of living decreases, you're going to get less radicals. The other thing you want to be focusing on is as long as you've got the authority is suppressing. So suppress the groups that don't align with the stuff you want to get through. I've not tried a Japan run yet and I do want to. Right, that is inactive so that can go. Can we get iron from anywhere else? Swedes want to sell iron. Hello. You come to say hello to everyone. Go say hello to everyone now you're back from hospital. Having cost me 1.5 grand. How you doing? Yeah, I know. You want snuggles and food. We can get iron off the Swedes. I mean, we might as well. Get it off of anyone. Half the Sicilians. Right, modern sewerage will help a bit. That pushes up to 93. That port will help a bit. Be aware that colonization does boost your infamy. It's just something a lot of people don't spot. Yeah, tea. I'm not, in fact, drinking Morning Kick. I've forgotten to update the banner. I'm drinking Lift Me Up Angel. But Morning Kick is bloody lovely as well. And yeah, don't forget, buy tea off of stream. You'll get free tea. Who doesn't want free tea? So why wouldn't you? Essentially, I really want to get that up. Clothes is the biggest thing. Now, the issue with that is we don't have dye. I think our first colonization target has to be somewhere that can give us dye. Oh, nice. We can now get a... right, we can start colonizing. Yeah, we've got a port queued up. Right. Where are we going for a colony? Things we desperately need are iron and dyes and things like that. Do we just immediately start trying to take over and getting a grip over in the... over here? Because it gives us iron mines, dye plantations. I think that's a bit of a no-brainer. Rice is going to be really useful for grain. Yeah, once you can see a pops, it's a huge help. I think a lot of people miss it. If you fix this window in place and look over that, you fix that one and then you look at that, you know, you hover over this, you're going to see exactly what the things are that they really need. And you can see what percentage of their expenditure it is. So they're paying 30% more for clothes, and that makes up a significant chunk of what the stuff they're trying to buy is. So our goal here is we really need to get clothes and booze down. Yeah, it'd be really handy if you could just kind of drag this over and go, actually, I'm just going to have it as a thing on the outliner. I think we go straight here. Because with relatively little effort, if we get our military up, we could start having a bit of an impact over here. Hello. I think the game has good bones. They can easily fix it. There's no knowing what their visions. Oh, definitely. I think it's an early release. I think you've got to think of it a bit like when CK3 came out. You know, what you're looking for here is this a solid base game that doesn't need significant overhaul to improve? And I think the answer is yes. You know, there's UX improvements they can make. As I say, simple ones like when you're on a decision, show me, don't just show me it's going to go from -2 support, show me what it's going to make the change into. You know, and do that. You know, there's that kind of thing. It works. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, you're trying to PayPal me stuff? PayPal stuff depends. So my PayPal email address isn't the one I have on my Twitter profile, because my Twitter profile one, it's not actually one of my @longformist ones, because obviously my PayPal account massively predates that. Ko-fi is the easiest way if you're sending me stuff, because Ko-fi actually links straight to PayPal. It's really just a way of jumping into sending someone money by PayPal without knowing what their email address is. That's all Ko-fi really allows you to do. Right, Indonesia thing is going in. Yeah, but I think that's the thing with like, this game has solid bones, but yeah, it does. I think also they're still finding out what the information is that players really need to know that don't see. So I think Pop Needs, for example, we're going to see a big improvement in how you can see that information. Because the other thing to remember is the devs and QAs have been playing this game for too long. So because they've been playing it for too long, they don't necessarily see what a new player needs to see, which is one of the reasons I'm going to start doing, probably on Friday, I'm going to start laying down some tutorial videos. So if there are things that you guys and girls think should be in those tutorial videos, like, here's how you work out what your pops need, like, let me know, because I'll make sure, as I did with the CK3 guide, that those are the things we gently walk people through when I'm doing the Two Sicilies one. Yeah, no, we'll take help from the industrialists to get that through. At least for me, Victoria 3 has been the most technically polished on release day. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that completely. Right, how are we looking? Unproductive trade routes. Wood from the Popes isn't helping us. Paper is expensive at the moment. We will make more paper, but for now, let's take paper from the Papals. And we're getting to the point where we're going to drop the game speed. Right, have we got our interest down? We do. Establish colony. Get down there. Aldra Hill, thank you very much for the raid. That's very good of you. What were you playing? Were you Vickying as well? Everyone loves a bit of Vicky. You were indeed. So yeah, for those joining us, we are playing as Venice, which is fun. So Venice is actually a releasable from Austria, and it's just a handy little country. You actually start with quite a nicely balanced economy and some good buildings. So our plan is, let's go a bit Venetian Empire. Let's almost try and stay as a single state, but use it as an opportunity to build out and try economy things, to look at how we forge an empire, all of that kind of stuff. Oh, you've got Japan. See, we were just talking about Japan. I really need to do Japan. But yeah, we were just... I think Japan is a great start if you just want to focus on learning how to balance production. Because obviously you start isolationist, don't you? So you don't have access to all of the different markets. So it's a really great way to go, oh shit, I need to learn almost the Factorio side of this. The stuff that I build and all of that. Can I form Italy? I theoretically could, I suspect. But we're not going to. We'd need to be a major power, and we'd need nationalism, but we could do it because we are North Italian. But we're going to just try and stay Venice, I think. We've done well with laws. We've been quite lucky with our laws. The one we don't have yet is free trade, and we're really going to need free trade. But I kind of want to see if I can keep us to one, maybe a few provinces. So we'll have a few European provinces. I'd really like to take Podgorica, because it's got lead. In an ideal world we'd take Tunis as well, but France will probably beat us to it. Oh nice, you're working on a guide. That'd be useful. I mean, so my plan on Friday is to start doing some basic, as I did with CK3. So exclamation mark CK3 for my CK3 guide for my CK3 guide. But it's to do kind of, okay, you're starting this game and you're entirely lost. I will probably do that with the Two Sicilies. I'm going to start putting them together on Friday. But yeah, something that talks people through how to kind of get Japan up to becoming kind of, you know, a modern nation, I could see be really, really useful. Because also, who was chatting in chat? Was it Dracolith was talking a minute ago in chat about playing Japan. So yeah, I think a Japan guide would be really, really useful to people. So when you put it together, do hit me up here or on Twitter to let me know. Because I'll happily give it a push out to people. Because I'm lazy. I'm not going to write guides for everything. I'm just going to do my normal starter guide. On just how to play anyone, really. But I'll do that with Two Sicilies. I think Two Sicilies is a really nice one to do that with. You get good kind of eco balance. And you can kind of... It's a good place to learn both diplomacy, politics, and eco. You have enough of everything to be able to get by, which is really useful. I'm still shocked we're not going bankrupt here. Chat, do we build another construction industry? I suspect not, because we are going to be building a lot. We need to start thinking about what we're doing next. We do need... Right, tools are... Why are our tools not productive? Is that iron prices? Iron's not that expensive. And wood's cheap. Oh, we've got... Oh, actually, we're producing too many tools. Is there somewhere we could be using tools where we're not? Also, we should be selling sulfur. Well, now we've got a colonization site going down. If we push iron and dye on that early... that would sort us out a lot. I'm quite happy importing furniture. We could really do with generating clippers and man of wars. Mind you, if we got dyes down, we could really push quickly on clothes. Maybe we go dyes first, as we know that's such a massive... Clothes are such a massive need in our marketplace. Glassworks, there's no point us upgrading. Paper mills... Let's go sulfite. We can go sulfite. That's going to help with our paper shortage as well. And that consumes tools, I think. No, it doesn't. It only consumes sulfur. Right, we've got spare tools in the market. Where are we going to use our tools? Gold reserves are lost above max, but the thing you lot keep fucking forgetting is... Yes, they are, but so is overproducing shit. What I'd really like, and this is an improvement I'd like to see in this game. This is one improvement I would like to see. I would like to see you be able to here turn around and say how much of your construction sector you want to use at any given time. So it should be a slider or a set of buttons, so that I can say I only want my construction industries to operate at 75% of their capacity. Could sell tools. That's not a bad idea. Do we just temporarily sell tools? We should be selling sulfur to the British. We could temporarily create an export route for tools. We are low on things, but we've got an unproductive route there anyway. So yeah, maybe we sell tools. Should we sell tools, maybe? The British would buy them. And bearing in mind that we're trying to get enough of a trade balance going with the British that they'll go for a trade agreement. South New Zealand for the gold. Oh, is there gold in South New Zealand? Nice. Why are we getting odd clicking actions on that? I have no idea what's going on with that. Gonna get the Arts Academy down before the construction sector. Then we'll go one more construction sector, and I think maybe we do... Well, actually, firstly, we need to get a port down over in here. And then if we go... Oh, we got dedicated police force. Nice. So we're only going to have a few peasants to start with. So let's just start with dyes. Dyes and iron are going to be the two early ones, because they're the things we can very quickly use. Yeah, my mouse is angry. Not Quite sure why my mouse is so angry. I might do a Tuscany run off stream, now that we've learned so much about how to build better countries. We need some more building, actually, so we need another government building there anyway. We might have to push on railways, you know. We're getting somewhat industrialized. The beautiful Venetian landscape is stopping BMS. Also, this is another thing they really need to fucking do. If you release Venice, Venice should be the fucking capital, not Verona. You can be subjugated almost immediately. Yeah, but you can also not be subjugated almost immediately. It's fine. Right. Interest groups. They're gradually getting weaker, which is good. Is this the time to go full parliamentary republic? Radicalizes landowners and the devout. Ooh, we could go appointed bureaucrats. That would radicalize the landowners, but I'm not necessarily opposed to that. But if we're going to do that, I want National Guard first. I think when we hit the point we're starting to radicalize people, we need to make sure we got some soldiers. The game's too deep for you. No, what I'm finding is it's a game that it's a classic Paradox title in the sense that you've just got to get used to the idea that so many of your early games are just going to end with you feeling lost. And that's fine. The key thing is each game you play, you should learn something. So when you finish a thing, you should be turning around and going, what did I learn from that? Oh shit! The Sicilians just pulled off Italy. On the plus side, we still have a trade agreement with them. And we still have the defensive pact. Okay, we're safe. If you stop piling gold anyway, you could increase wages. I could. That is a good point. We could temporarily do some... In fact, actually what we could do temporarily is drop a tax. No, we should be increasing wages. You're absolutely right. At the very least, we should get military wages back up. The new patch actually means that that actually affects stuff now, not just like how much they like you, which is good. Which is nice to see. Yeah, let's not do increased wages on that. There's no point switching to iron frames because we don't have iron. Is Madagascar conquered yet? No, it is not. Everyone loves Madagascar. I feel proud of the fact that I was one of the first to turn around and just go for Madagascar. The Dutch are being Dutch down here, I think. Oh, they're having a Dutch... Ooh, a peasant revolt. Interested to see how that resolves itself. Right, port down in 6 weeks. Then we got dye plantations and government administration. Hello, Josie. How are you doing? We have temporarily swapped cats. Napoleon is downstairs, shut in for a bit, which means Josie, the little foster kitty, can have a wander. Ooh, nice. We got realism. Now, I think we might... Well, 9 years is a bit long. Let's not push for that yet. What do we want, chat? You know what we probably want is we want to get our agriculture and explosives. Because we are on the verge of being able to do chem plants. There's a little bit of hissing between them and sudden moves does whatever. The difficulty is just, we've got like, so in one of the routes downstairs we got perspex, so you can kind of have them in the two sides of the house and they can see each other. Also today I put like a netting up over her room that she stays in, so that's got like a zip on it, so she can always look out. So I'm hoping that helps them get used to each other. I mean, ultimately we're fostering to adopt. Did that just give us another port level? Because if so, we're absolutely fucking building it. It did. Ultimately we're fostering to adopt, so if she and Napoleon can get on, that's why she's provisionally called Josephine, then we'll adopt her. If not, it's better that she's a foster here than in going into an adoption centre somewhere. She will get adopted. She is a lovely cat. Right. That is unproductive at the moment, but I think we are relatively soon going to expand our army, so it won't be unproductive for long. Dye factories would be nice. How is this going on down here? Who's winning? Oh, Italy came in, did they? Yeah, you're fucked then, rebels. Yeah, her rescue name is actually Otter. So on the official paperwork for Cat's Protection, because that's who we're fostering her for, she is called Otter. But to us, she's a Josephine. And if we adopt her, then part of that is we can just change her name on the paperwork and when we get her on the chip. Because they have to change the chip over to us anyway if we adopt. But they essentially kind of get sort of random names when they're... Because she was a former feral. Quite like to do realist art. What's our academy up to? Is it actually managing to find workforce? Do some realist art. Yeah, clothes. We need to get clothes down. Once we get access to dyes, that's going to be easier. How many dyes are we now theoretically capable of generating? In our nice little colony here. We have 8k peasants, 1 dye farm down, which is... Yeah, I think we're going to start using dyes. We'll live off the cash reserves for a while. So let's flip our textile industry over to dye workshops. Oh, well, see, she's already chipped because she's an official Cat's Protection rescue. So she is absolutely chipped. We can afford 2 dye mines with the dye plantations with the population we've got in that colony already. So she is already chipped, but currently she's chipped to Cat's Protection. Right, that's not happening now. That's annoying, but it's not going to happen. How are we looking? Petty bourgeoisie are still dropping. Trade unions are low. Landowners are low. We could afford to radicalise the landowners now. We could afford to radicalise the landowners. Landowners and devout, 8% and 6% of population. I feel like... No, we want appointed bureaucrats, don't we? Rather than elected. Let's try for appointed bureaucrats. Right, we are generating a lot of cash, but we should actually use this maybe as an opportunity to expand the army. Not least because that will increase our world rank at the same time. In fact, actually, we should really be doing the Navy first, because it takes longer. But if we're doing that, we kind of want to be making ships. Give me some shipyards and some munitions plants. I think it's time we started thinking about industry, and I think we are going to build another construction sector. We need grain, and I think we can afford to import grain, and the British are willing to sell us grain. And we can get it from the yeah, let's do that. Why not? I know it's a lot of convoys, but... Any idea how naval strength grows so slowly? I think it's mostly a training thing. I think it's just because it takes a lot longer to train. And I think that slightly depends on your man-at-war access or your ship access as well. Like, navies take longer to train up than armed forces do. Do I mind suggestions? No, I don't mind suggestions as long as it doesn't kind of translate into... what I tend to prefer, rather than suggestions, is questions along the lines of, did you know you can do X, or have you tried doing X, or is there a reason you're not doing X? Because I'm quite honest, sometimes I'll just turn around and go, I didn't realise I could do X. But that always, to me, just speaking as a streamer in general, and if you go and chat to Cringer or FG or any of the others, they'll tell you the same thing. Like, the difference between backseating and kind of... Backseating is when you kind of go around and says, do X, or change this, or whatever else. Whereas when it's a kind of going like, asking a question of, is there a reason why, or... Because 9 times out of 10, there might be a reason not to do it. You know, it's like, there's a reason I wasn't fussed about... No, I know cash is a flow, but for me, as a small nation with actually a relatively low gold reserve, not running at a negative is actually quite useful, even if it means I'm fitting my money, because you never know when you're suddenly going to need a lot of money very fast. And that's the beauty of these games, is there's only one way to play. You know, there's not one way to play Paradox games like this. I do... See, this is a good example. So I do have a migration degree as a population. I'm not sure it would actually have a lot of things to help us at the moment, but we are running it. The agrarian party. But what we really need to do to get that delivering value is we need to get multiculturalism through. And the reason we've held off so far, well, we need to get rid of our migration controls, which we need to do, is we've held off on this because of who it will radicalize. So if you look, it's going to radicalize over 30% of our population. So actually what we're doing at the moment is we are currently suppressing the petty bourgeoisie, because when we started they had 30% support. Once they're beneath 10% support, and in fact I'll keep pushing them down because we can't push down the... Well, we can push down the rural front because we could kick them out of government. They're not part of the left anymore, they're the agrarian party. Ooh. Bye, lads. We want to suppress both of these until they're both beneath 10%, and then we can pop down and get multiculturalism. Oh, on the colony. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. We absolutely could do it on there. See, that's a good example. Like, that's just a thing I hadn't thought about. And maybe we should for now. Because we'll probably have quite good living standards in comparison to the local area. Why not conquer Austria? We're not conquering Austria. We might cut Austria down to size at some point if we can get the military support to do it, because that will be fun. How are we doing on this? 119. We can still build towards that. We can build towards that. Prominent member of the left has been accused of gross corruption. Minus 20% momentum to the left, or he gets scarred. He should probably be isolated to protect the rest of the left. Yeah, I'm not convinced we're going to get this, but it's better. There's no point not having something coming. We're not trying for something, so. So we're going to do shipyards and munitions plants. We are going to turn round, and then we will want to get some naval bases. I absolutely adore the soundtrack to this game. It's so good. I don't know if anyone else was at PDXCon this year, but the live orchestra event at PDXCon was just fucking fantastic. Like, just hearing some of those kind of CK3 and EU4 and the VK3 music just by a live orchestra, it's just something special about it. And Stellaris was good. It was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. Right, we might need railways. Unproductive trade routes. I'm not going to cancel these yet, because I think we're about to slam down a bunch of barracks, and that means we are going to need them. Because the industry stuff is more for long term. In fact, actually, we might just want to do that. I'm going to double our army capacity. Right, how are you looking? Okay, so you're giving us die at the moment. That's good. Kobe quadruple zero. Thank you very much for your sub. That is very generous. Oh, by the way, I got an email earlier, and I'm not in any way suggesting anyone should do this, but if you gift 2 subs, I think it's 2 subs in a stream at the moment. Let me check. You will get free Xbox. There's an offer on. You will get via Twitch. So this isn't like a sponsorship thing. You will get... Let me find it. Where was it? Where was it? Emails from Twitch. There's a Game Pass offer, which is really quite cool. Come on, where is it? I saw it earlier. Here we go. For a limited time, we're teaming up with Xbox to help you grow your community. From November the 3rd at 10 AM Pacific time until November 11th at 3 PM Pacific time, Twitch users will receive a 3-month PC Game Pass trial with the purchase of 2 new subs, and or gift subs to any channel on Twitch. So if you, for this month, buy a sub to someone from 10 AM Pacific time. When the fuck is 10 AM Pacific time? Is that now or afterwards? Time now. No, we're after that time. So tomorrow, I think that is. So from tomorrow, starting tomorrow, if you pay for 2 subs or you gift 2 subs, you will get 3 months of PC Game Pass trial, which is well worth it. Xbox Game Pass on PC is fucking phenomenal. And if you like your Paradox games, Crusader Kings 3 is part of it. You got Football Manager on there as well. So good. So don't do it now, because you're not going to get it off of me now. But remember that for Sunday if you're watching me, and remember it if you're watching other people as well. Duke intervenes. The Dukes will be done. Left 1, that's good, so we don't need to reform the government. Still happily suppressing the... We haven't got enough. I'd really like to suppress both, but I think it's better to keep our edicts running. Market. Glass has a lot of import demand. We're going to need all of those trade routes we've got very shortly. Shipyards are going down. There's some wars and shit going on over there. The Ottomans managed to hold off Egypt. Or did they not declare on them for once? Because that's quite impressive. So, shipyard is down. Munitions plant in 30 weeks. What does our shipyard need as inputs? Wood and fabric. So that's fine. We are throwing out clippers. I'd rather start by not just doing clippers. I think we are going to do military shipbuilding. Because we do need a navy. For which we need naval yards, don't we? Naval base? Naval base. Oh, we got the Ripper murders. We must bring the killer to justice. I wish you could dismiss that. Just kind of go, yeah, I know I've got one, I don't need it. So we've still got dye problems. That's fine. Like, we'd cancel one of those routes if we need to, but we don't need to at the moment, and actually we're going to need them. Because this isn't going to take some time to start producing, not least because we're going to need a lead route. I mean, essentially, once this has got a full workforce, it'll be covering our dye needs. Which is good. No more. Yes, I know. Chemical bleaching. Good to know. Oh yeah, you're pretending you're a lap cat now. You've had some snacks, aren't you? Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, a little revolt. Hang on. So the Sambas have got a little revolution going on. And cute more snacks. Yeah, that is very much her attitude. It has to be said. They are cocky about it. Hello. Yeah, I know. She's an odd cat. She loves people. And she really likes kind of a little bit of affection. She has no interest in scritches at all. She quite likes being stroked. But she has no interest in scritches. Right, munitions plants are down. Our money is going to run short for a while. And now you see that these are suddenly going to be very useful trade routes. Lead we're going to need. Explosives we're going to need. There's an argument for saying actually we should get a... we probably do want our own chem plant. But we need the tech for it, which we don't have yet. So, import lead. There's nowhere we can import lead from. Import explosives. There's nowhere really useful to import explosives from. So our munitions factories aren't really going to be productive for a while. Speak of the devil. Would you kindly give me some chem plants? And I would like you to give us nitroglycerin, please. Domestic arms industry is, and domestic ammo industry is so critical in this game. Certainly late game, you want ammunition. Right, so we're going to kick off into war. Where even is this little war? It'd be really nice if you could offer. Like, in that war, there is the potential that I might have offered to get involved. We're going to get -10 bureaucracy while we're doing this, but we're going to get a lot less enactment time and a success chance increase. Yes. Because what I'll actually do is just cancel that route. And I don't really want to cancel that one. I think we might want to get that down after our soldiery. And then we'll go naval bases. We can go up there, but it's going to need dyes, which again is why I wanted dyes in the long term, but it's not going to help us in the short term. I think we need to get our textiles sorted first. Like, dyes is our issue. We need another 20 in the market. The only place we can produce dyes is here. And the simple answer is we don't have enough people. That's all. We've only got 9k peasants around here at the moment. As we take more territory around here, so for example we get a Venetian colony increase there. Once that drops, we'll get a bit more pops. The military revolt is probably going to succeed. That's interesting. We can also now go skirmish infantry. And probably should. I suspect. The ammunition is the issue. Maybe we should drop some small arms. We've got ammunition construction. Just I can't supply it at the moment. Could really do with another diplomatic play. Yeah, invest across borders, I don't care. think we do want domestic arms industry. One question we need to think about is, at some point it would be nice to go to war with Austria. I do kind of want this territory. I do want Lombardy. But I wouldn't mind if we picked up this little area around here. But one more declared interest would allow us to source lead from somewhere. How are we looking on our damage stuff? 18. Okay, getting there. So that's like 9k at the moment. So this is going to finish in 34 days. So it's an interesting one to see what happens when that kicks in. Days. The other thing to remember is we are massively undertaxing our population at the moment. So if we do start getting serious money issues, we'll just tax people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 13k. Which should give us another 3k-ish to go in here. Because remember, population in this game versus Victoria 2 is actually genuinely population. So it includes women and children. It's not just workers. Right. Napoleon is not a lap cat. He has never worked out how laps work. Wonder if we should do some intervening around here. We could try and conquer this. Not a lot of peasants there though, so it's not really worthwhile. Once we've got a navy, we'll go for Brunei. Brunei will be tasty. Yeah, he's not. He's just not a lap cat. I don't think he ever will be. Maybe he will as he gets older, but I just honestly can't see it. Right, chemical plant is down, so what do we need to make sure our chemical plant works well? Firstly, right, we're going to need to get, it's time to get our coal mines down, because then we're generating our own explosives. How are we looking pop-wise? We must be starting to be a bit... Yeah, we're not amazing. Coal. We can start to improve some processes, which will help. Meat we can import from the Austrians, and let's kill off some routes that are not importing well. Balance it out a bit. That market access is killing us, man. We need railways. Oh, we got appointed bureaucrats. Nice. That helps a bit. Right. Petty bourgeoisie are at 17%. Landowners are at 4% and they're angry. Is there anything else we should do? So don't want to annoy the military. It's only going to... Free trade is only going to radicalize the landowners. Do it. Do it now. I do think Parliamentary Republic is what we want. I do kind of feel like it'd be nice from a flavour perspective to have a Venetian Doge option. Right, that did pop us into positive bureaucracy, which is nice. We're well off on gold reserves. I'm not fussed. And we're actually pulling out the investment pool anyway. We won't be for long, but we are now. We do need to recruit an admiral. Innovative, experienced convoy raider, and an explorer. Yeah, go for it. Presume we're drawing from the investment pool again, which is why we're making money. Coal going down would be good, because then we can actually look at some of our mining processes and improve them. Like paper production I'd really like to get up. I'd also really like to push this to tier 3. For that we need central archives. What tech spread are we getting at the moment? We're getting central banking, we're not getting archives. I think we will go archives next. Yeah, we have shortages we need to address. Kind of need to get our arms industry ticking a bit. Dye is ticking up. I mean, that would be nice, but we need pump jacks. And then we're into engines. We can import engines though. Like, I'm not fussed about money. We'd do that if we needed to. Bring in another consumption tax. Mining accident. See, again, I just want to know what the other bits are that this is going to do. Yeah, whoever decided that getting a painkiller pill under a cat's tongue is a good idea is just an idiot. Not least because it's like... They're like, oh yeah, no, so he needs to be kept, like... Don't get him, like, too stressed. And you just told me I've got to get a fucking tablet under his tongue. There is no way for me to not stress a kitty out whilst putting a tablet under his tongue. These are two mutually exclusive instructions. Right, we've got arms industries and then coal. Let's just speed this up for now as we rattle through the coal industry. The army are happy, this is good. Apparently the petty bourgeoisie are now loyal. We are getting more radicals though. Discord within the armed forces. Give me the support, I want that bill passed. Free trade will be huge for us. Absolutely huge. Essentially, free trade and multiculturalism are our massive game changers. Did they skip to give him? Yeah, I mean, they said, oh, it dissolves really fast. I'm like, yeah, I'm still going to get it under his fucking tongue. Right, we now have some coal mines. They will not be productive, but we can make them productive. So we need to have a bit of a look here now at what we're generating, because we have some stuff that is going to support each other in industrial terms if we change it right. So, chemical plants require iron and sulfur, and they produce fertilizer, but we want them to produce explosives, which means they now consume coal. This means coal prices should increase. We also have a Venetian market imbalance in sulfur. If we flip our sulfur mines to using atmospheric pumps, they're going to use coal, which means our coal employment should increase. Now that probably means we're going to end up with a Venetian market imbalance in tools. But are we still exporting tools? Because if so, we should not be exporting tools. Let's stop selling tools to the British. What's happening in the world? Right, we've got nitroglycerin, which is nice. Prussia is not particularly pressing. Norway and Sweden are still around. Not a lot of expansion going on at the moment, which is interesting. Luxembourg is still there. Brunswick is still there. Right. See, we really want central archives, but I kind of feel like we need railways. Because what's crippling us almost is our market access levels in Venice now. And the only way we can increase that now is railways. Yogyakarta wishes to enter. No. We are negative on authority now. I don't think it's that big an issue at the moment. We have free trade! Note how we now have an insanely good level of bureaucracy. On the downside, we have no tariffs on goods. Right, 19 and 7. So we could try for National Guard again. I'm still not happy about. There's still much of the population that radicalizes. New National Guard. Like, we do have a lot of radicals. But that means we can absolutely slam down some trade routes. Yeah, get me some glass. Paper. Clothes. No, nothing good there. Tools. Tools off the French and Spanish. Yeah, a glass of anyone else? No, not at profit. Furniture off the Queen. One, two, five. Can we get the British to really like us? Because it would be useful. We're down to 600k gold reserves. Isn't great. %20 support increase. Election in 84 days. I do suspect we might have to deal with a revolution at some point, but I think we're in a good place to deal with it. Right, things with shortages. Right, let's actually just have a look at how our coal mines are doing. It's rural, isn't it? Is it not rural? Yeah. We can start exporting coal. We've got a sufficient market surplus in that now that we're going to ditch those for now. Who wants to buy some coal? Do the British want to buy coal? Yes, they do. And the Austrians. Sulfur, can we sell it to the British? No. Can we sell it to the Austrians? Yes. Screw you, frigate. Screw you. The Free Trade Party. Who just won the election. Righto. Who is in the Free Trade Party? The Industrialists. We still got a lot of legitimacy there. That's fine. We'll leave it at that. Money! Now that is because we're not building anything. So the question becomes, is there anything we should be building? So we're running dye workshops. Clothes is our real... we should have more access to dyes now, actually thinking about it, because we have all those other countries in the Far East. So we probably can afford... I mean, at the very least, we should increase the demand for fertilizer. And that's easy to do. Because, first things first... you lot should absolutely be using fertilizer. That would... yeah, we need more tools. We probably need to expand our tooling workshops. That we can reduce the workforce on stuff. Give me another level of tooling workshops. Are we building enough in the colony? Thing is, at the moment we only have enough population. We don't have enough population to finish staffing the dye mines, the dye. So there's no point expanding that out yet. Like, we'd be building buildings that no one can staff, and they'd be drifting between the buildings, and we don't want that. Dye works accident. We shall all die sooner or later. I could do with not getting more radicals. Market access is the thing we need to sort out, and for that we need railways. Right, coal mines are profitable. And we have a market imbalance. We need more coal mines. Or we go condensing pump. We are getting low on peasants. We very much need to be pushing for multiculturalism. Slowly getting a navy. Okay, we now have National Guard. That means... how are we looking? Right, they're 10. I think if we can do it, now is the time. In fact, it's only going to radicalize the devout now. Do it. Central banking is nice. Is that just a demand issue? Yeah, it's just a demand issue. I do think our coal mines need to be more efficient. We could do with another booze route. We are low on... right, these routes we can probably... some of these routes we can cancel now. It's no longer productive to sell wine to France, or to do that. Now what we could do with... is lead. So nowhere we can get lead from. We kind of need lead badly. Really need to be able to declare one more interest. Whoa, what's happening in Great Britain? Who's invading Britain? What's going on here? Is this a rebellion? What are you up to, Britain? Oh man, have you been invaded by Prussia? No. The French. The French invasion of Britain is underway. It's a war between Prussia and Austria. Britain, man. Getting invaded by the French. Oh, thank God we got railways. Okay. We do need railways. Development building? Yes. Now, what do we need now? Dynamite, I suspect. Come on, multiculturalism. You know you want to, baby. Look at that. That's careless, Britain. That's careless. Just careless. So our chemical plants are struggling. You are going up to full employment. We're pretty even there. Yeah, once our coal gets up to speed. That's good. Iron is a problem. But we knew that. Now is definitely not a good time to steal a bit of Austria. We need at least double the troops we've got before we even start about thinking of taking on a major. Might have to cancel that improved relations with Britain. We're just going to leave you alone for now, lads. There we go. Maltese migration. Nice. We're starting to get people migrate to Venice, which is what we want. Coming in, lads. Join the party. Clothes and booze. They're on dye workshops. $48k peasants left still. chemical plants are doing okay. Our Arts Academy is struggling. It's like 11 people working in this Arts Academy. I mean, to be fair, that is like, you're not earning a lot if you're an academic. There we go. Grain's looking a bit cheap there. Should I not be taxing it? I mean, taxing grain is always an option. It's not a thing I have kind of strong opinions on, as you know. You know, I think there's balances to both sides of the argument as to what happens there. But I think for now we will probably not tax grain. We might, in serious note, we might want to bring in a tax on something else. It would mean we'd have to drop something. But we could stop suppressing the petty bourgeoisie. I want them under 10%. Oh, we got multiculturalism. Yeah, baby. Okay, no, actually, no. Maybe we are going to need to stop suppressing. Let's stop suppressing the petty bourgeoisie. They're down to 7.3. That's fine. Stop suppressing. We need to cancel something else. What are we cancelling? For now... I think for now we're going to cancel the colonial greener grass. How are we looking on this? We are getting up to full employment. Okay. Okay, now we're cooking. We can start to think about paper. So, one thing we can do with our paper mills consumes a lot more dye. I don't think we've got the population to support that much more dye. I think actually the better outcome for us is to start creating our own iron. Because we can build iron mines here. Oh, we can't yet. We don't have the iron mine territory bit yet, I assume. Oh no, we can. That's fine. Give me 2 iron mines. Aren't the Tories and Liberals in this time frame? Yes, they are. Some countries have sort of flavour names for their party. But obviously we're Venice and we probably don't. So that's all that is, really. No significant market change prices, which I'd like to see. Lead is our issue. Right, we are now into debt, which is not fun. But once we get our railway and our iron mines down, we'll stop building for a while. And then we will creep back into profit. Like, we could raise taxes, but I don't think there's a lot of value in it for us. Maybe we do. Right, our chem plants are now fully employed and they're generating, which is good. Still short on coal in the market. We're going to go condensing pumps. Railways are going to be a big hit cost for us, but we need them. Yeah, a little bit of deficit spending is fine, but it's worth remembering that we don't want to end up stuck in an interest cycle. I think we're going to lay off the laws for now. I don't think there's anything else we want to get through in laws in the short term. That's true. Nitro, we could put some nitro in the coal mines. Yeah, but the mortality rate is a big problem for us at the moment. But we are currently researching. See, lead is our problem. There's just nowhere. Oh, hang on. Prussians will sell us lead. Thank God. Sell us some lead, please. Kill that. Kill that. No, Austria, we're not entering your customs union. This is the big problem, to be honest, is our Venetian market access. Which is why we need the railways. Yeah, and I think we're researching dynamite now, aren't we? Yes. Give me railways. Give me some railways, which means we need a route for engines. Coal is not a problem. The engines we need. So we are going to need a trade route for engines. I think we need to consider throwing down another government building as well. I'm going to move to paper bleaching. Yeah. We'll stick with just one iron mine at the moment. Can we make our dye farms more efficient? No. Well, we could, but it's not worth it. Hello. Is that Western on Andalusia? Is it a market in itself? How does that work? Prussia, go home, you're drunk. We are good. We're kind of at the edge of maximization for what we can do. But we got multiculturalism, which is good. Now, did we sort out our market access problems? No. We need an engines route. I need engines. Like, population growth is going to increase that. I'm not sure what else we can really do to boost that. We've already got the edict on. Don't think there's any building improvements we should be making. So market access drops because of the amount of goods you've got flowing through the market within that province, because it's based on the province. And the issue is, because we are an OPM, we have a lot of stuff. All of our economy is running through this one province. So we're using so much in this province. Like, we use 201 infrastructure. Like, another level of railways would help. That's going to give more employment, which gives more infra. That might sort it out. Doesn't help that we're still fighting the Ripper. We can afford to have 50% more radicals from discrimination, because we're not discriminating against anyone. We're multicultural. Like, that is the max we can get from the steam trains from that, so I think we need to just build another railways. We need level 2 railways. Because we don't want to lose the infrastructure off of it. Like, we need to be back over 100% on market access. That's killing us at the moment. Celebs we can deal with by just giving them another port. Because they've still got port space. So just take another port. Well, indeed, why wouldn't we want the pretty trains? In fact, we should look at the pretty trains. Some carts. Starting to get a bit crowded in Venice. Where are my trains? Show me some trains. I hear a train. I hear a train coming. It's wrong. There's a train. Chat. Choo choo. Choo choo. Holy shit, what's going on here? Revolutionary Sulu. I mean, I could lean that way. What are you going to offer me? Oh, the railways in this are great. You have to love the railways. Do need hardwood. Give me some hardwood from Austria and from the Ottomans. Apparently not. Yeah, we need some convoys. We are very short on convoys. How we... No, isn't that their problem rather than ours? Because we've got convoys. We don't. We need convoys. We need some convoys. Gantry cranes would allow us to go, right, we need gantry cranes. Right, I think we do have full market access now. Yes. We have full market access. Italy has mostly unified. Not entirely, but mostly. Colony's going to grow again. It's got full dye employment. Free Trade Party won. They're in government, so that's fine. I know we've got low legitimacy. That's fine. We're not trying to get anything through at the moment, so... How are we looking in pop turns in Venice? 66, okay, cool. Still, coal balances. I mean, we're holding out for dynamite, basically. That's the issue. Another 5 coal mines. I colonise Wales, I can unlock dye plantations. I see what you did there. Yeah, we are getting a lot of radicals. To be honest, that's these two political movements. But we're not going to do it. We caught the Ripper! Nice. Five years extra 1.3k of government expenses. That doesn't sound particularly fun. I mean, decreases in standard of living. We've got a fucking quality standard of living. So that should start dropping, really. Like, our lower strata are on middling things, which is kind of where we want them to be. We don't want them to have better standard of living than that. Once these two go, that'll help. And we're churning out more coal. It doesn't help that we've got level 2 railways. But we need them. But we do need to get a path to profitability again, which, to be fair, booze tax would just do it. Montenegro wants a defensive pact with us. Montenegro, what I want to do is turn you into protectorate. Because Montenegro has lead. Hello. The Ionian Islands are a protectorate. Good for them. Go you guys. Yeah, small arms is... Thing is, there's no point us subsidising that because we don't have lead production. If we had lead production, I'd subsidise it. Generally speaking, our economy is reasonably good. Well, exactly. Montenegro have form as a Venetian protectorate. I mean, we could go defensive pact with them. That would boost them liking us, which would potentially get them into that, but it's not going to easily get them into that. They're powerful protectors. Who are they already protected by? Oh, they've got an alliance with Greece. And their defensive alliance with the Ionian Islands. No point. Wouldn't benefit us. That is inactive. That is inactive. I just want some lead. Give me lead. Ottomans, sell me some lead. Oh man, we need more railways again. Oh, the Han are migrating. Really need our own supply of lead. That's part of our problem is turmoil. It's reducing our migration attraction and it's giving us tax waste. Like, we've lost the political movement demands, so they should start to drop. Is the game worth the money? Yes, definitely. Really good game. If you really like economic simulators. We could go violent suppression. Good plan. That is a very good plan. I'm not getting the unfulfilled political movement demands, because we don't have any political movements. Oh, there's one that's just popped up again, and that cultural fusion. Oh, fuck off. Don't be so racist. Oh, it's a brilliant game. It's an absolutely brilliant game. So, I never trust Steam reports anyway. Steam reviews. The thing you've got to remember is the game is hard. It has a very hard learning curve to it. And it's also not a game that puts... You're a player on the world stage. You are not the only person in the world. And I think what you find is a lot of people can't deal with that. So they want to be able to do anything they can do with any country in the world. And it's like, no, you can't. Because that's not how the world works. And also, people are angry because there's not... When you fight wars, you don't get to move a little man around maps. You know, because it's not that kind of game. And it's deliberate. It's to make war... To make war feel appropriate for the game you're playing. Sambas wants to direct, but no. If anything, lads, we're going to conquer you. Oh, there's lots of strategy gameplay. You know, what we've not done yet on stream is we're not looking at doing diplomatic plays. How are we going to deal with the diplomacy of what we do? It's an intensely strategic game. If anything, that's the point. It's a grand strategy game. It's not a fucking moving counters around the map game. I think also it's things like people want mana they can spend. I spend X amount of points and the thing instantly happens. And it's like, no, it's not. There's a global economy here. If I want change to happen, I have to think ahead. I have to work out what I'm building. To think about the population I've got to do it with. What goods can I produce in my country? Not every country can produce coal mines. It's not about just magically discovering coal in every country. So, and yeah, the game's been living rent-free in people's heads for 12 odd years, you know. So people get stupid about these things. Let's go up to skirmish, because we should be anyway, and it'll increase ammo demand. And we got dynamite, that's great. Right, we really need more convoys, so I think we are probably looking at whatever it was. What's the crane thing that was going to improve us, and how do we path to it? Because we kind of need it. Gantry cranes under military. It's 5 years. Is there anything we need first? Probably not. Central Archives would be nice. That's 4 years anyway. Yeah, I think we're going to go for it because we just need the convoys. We just need those convoys.